Welcome to the Primo's Musings podcast.
Hello, this is Sri Primo with the quick preview of the Week 11 of the NFL season. Today we have probably one of the most important games between the Eagles and the Commanders. The Eagles are right now 7-2. They are in first place with a half a game. This is a very critical game. Eagles winning today will be a huge boost for them and kind of lock up that one seed in the NFC East. But the Commanders are, as I said, coming off a very, very tough loss. This is actually they're traveling away. They played the Steelers at home and came down to a critical play at the end. The Commanders had every uh, intention of stopping the Steelers, but one of their players jumped offside and on the critical fourth down play, and that's how it ended the game. They never gave Jaden Daniels a shot. All they needed was a field goal at the end to win that. They lost 28-27 against the Steelers. So the Commanders definitely have to set it right. The Eagles, on the other hand, they wallop the Cowboys. I would call it a very short-handed Cowboys, 34-6 on the road. And playing today, they're playing with everything that they got. And if you look at it, Eagles have the momentum going. And I feel that today's game, it's a very tough pick. If you ask me, they're both evenly matched. But the Commanders definitely, they do have a veteran coaching staff, even though they have a rookie quarterback. They have a pretty good defense. I mean, they made some critical errors, as I said, in the last week's game, but I think they would bounce back today. And I'm actually picking the Commanders to eke out the Eagles on a field goal at the end. Jaden Daniels throws for 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, plays a little more reserved. And I think that's how it's going to. And then Commanders jump back on the NFC East. As for the other critical games that we have, let me get to the Bears and Packers later. But you got the Ravens and Steelers, which is another critical matchup in the AFC. The Ravens right now are, again, just very similar. The Eagles and Commanders are just a half a game out of the Steelers. The Steelers coming up a huge win. The Ravens have been playing as good as um, if they can play. Lamar has been lights out, very good, solid. He had another great performance last week against the Bengals. So I feel that the Ravens are playing as good as they can, but I think the Steelers have something going for them. Russell Wilson has actually played much better over the last few weeks since he's taken over the helm as the quarterback. He was always going to be their quarterback. Justin Fields was the stopgap, even though Justin Fields did play well. The Steelers really needed to score some points on offense, and I think Russell Wilson gives them a better chance to score. When you ask all the Steelers, their defense has played very well. Watt has been incredible, and then on the back end, Porter and all these guys have been playing really solid. And I think it's going to be a great matchup, and I still don't know where to pick. And every time this Ravens and Steelers play in the past, when the Ben Roethlisberger years, it used to be a very close game, 13-10, 16-13 kind of a game. I don't see that game going that way. I actually see this more in the 20s. I feel that the Ravens are going to come to the Steelers and win this against the Steelers, maybe like 27-24. Too many weapons Lamar Jackson has. Russell Wilson has to go toe-to-toe with Lamar, and I think he will do that. But it'll go to come down to one or two plays and Ravens stealing one on the road. The other critical games that we have, which is, of course, this could be the potential AFC championship matchup. This was the AFC championship, or no, divisional matchup last year against the Chiefs and Bills. The Bills were actually hosting the Chiefs at home last year, and it came down to the two famous words that are heard uh, in Bills history, wide right, and their kicker missed a 41-yard field goal to tie the game at the end, and that's how they ended it. And Chiefs went on to win the Super Bowl. Um, this is a very critical game for the Bills in the sense that if they can't win against the Chiefs, and Chiefs will go to 10-0, they're pretty much locked down the one seed, and the road to the Super Bowl will have to go to Arrowhead, which is not a good thing for any team. The Chiefs have proven that they can actually go on the road and win the Super Bowl, but playing at home against, and I do think that they should have lost that game against the Broncos last week, but it was not a lucky win. The Chiefs were much well prepared in the field goal unit, blocking that field goal. It was a little chip shot, 35-yard field goal, but the Chiefs always come up with some very critical plays, and their coaches are probably one of the best in the NFL. Andy Reid, Steve Spagnuolo, their special teams coach, they know when it comes down to one or two plays, they put the best plays out there. So no wonder they keep winning. Everyone can say they get lucky, and I did talk about the refereeing, which kind of helps the Chiefs a little bit. But end of the day, the game is played on the field, and the Chiefs are truly well deserving of that victory. And coming to this game, I think Josh Allen played horrific against the Colts, and I know they escaped with a huge win on the road with a 50-plus yard field goal to win the game. But if you ask me, the Chiefs are playing okay. I mean, Mahomes has been actually played much better over the past few weeks. He's limited his turnovers. They are hurt on injuries, but having Kelsey and Hopkins definitely helps. Their defense is still one of the best. And the Chiefs try to get other players involved. And Kareem Hunt has been a good addition to them in lieu of Pacheco getting hurt. And Mahomes doesn't make a mistake. The Chiefs have been down in every game almost, I believe, this season, but somehow come and won this game. So they are playing with house money right now, and I think they have something going for them. Luck favors them, but luck only favors the good teams, as we always know. And this game, the Chiefs are actually traveling to the Bills, so this is another opportunity for the Bills to win that game against the Chiefs. The Bills again right now are 8-2, so even if they win this game, they still have to hope for the Chiefs to lose one game along the way. I still favor the Chiefs to host the AFC Championship, but this will be a very good boost, a morale boosting win for the Bills if they can win it. Um, I feel that playing at home with all the energy that they have, it's a 4:25 Sunday game. They will come up victorious this time around. I kind of use the word this time around because come playoff time, Chiefs will be very tough to win. Um, the other interesting matchups, I mean, I think Broncos have been playing well. I mean, the Falcons and Broncos play. And then there's also the Seahawks and 49ers matchup. And the reason why I bring that up is because in that division, right now, Arizona actually has the one seed. So between Seattle and 49ers, each of them, 49ers by winning tie the Cardinals at 6-4. The Cardinals are off, I think, and then Rams and the Seahawks are 4-5. So this is a very critical game for them to get back to 500, and that division could easily be won by any team. I think it could be a 9-8, 10-7 would win that division. I believe the 49ers are playing really well. I'm actually picking the 49ers to beat the Seahawks, and the Seahawks drop to 4-6. 49ers go to 6-4, establish themselves as one of the good teams again in that division, and it'll come down to the Cardinals and 49ers. And of course, the Rams are still right in the thick of things. I mean, they dropped a very tough loss to the Dolphins. They managed to score only 15 points um, against the Dolphins, and that doesn't do any good with 5 field goals. But they do go to New England to play the Patriots, and this is a game that they should win. I mean, that conventional wisdom states that, but let's see how that goes for them as well. With that, we wrap up like week 11 of the NFL, and it's going to be a very, very interesting um, uh, day on Monday, depending on who we see, whether it's the Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers, the Bills, who stakes the claim on the NFC side of things, on the AFC side of things, and then the NFC side of things. The lines are there, but again, it's going to come down to those teams in the NFC. Can the Eagles cement one of the best teams with 8-2? Can the Lions go up to 9-1? Right now, the road through goes through Detroit. They played as poorly as they can against the Texans and managed to win. So I feel that it's between the Lions, Eagles, and the Commanders for the one seed on the NFC side of things. So with that, we wrap up the week 11 of the NFL preview. Looking forward to these great games. These are potential AFC championship games and AFC divisional games. So we have some great football coming up. Everybody says Thanksgiving, right after Thanksgiving football starts, but looks like we are blessed with having some great games before the break. So with that, we wrap it up. Thank you again, always for listening, and thank you again for supporting Primo's Musings. Have a good day.
Thank you for listening. Primo will be back soon.